Hey, okay. Today, weight fluctuations. I have had 50% of my clients basically write me about when they gain weight and lose weight, and every day there's like, I'm up a pound, I'm down 5 pounds, I'm up 8 pounds. Oh my God, I'm in panic mode over their weight fluctuations. A lot of people get to the point where they don't even want to weigh themselves because what if the weight went down that day and they freak out? It's not a thing to freak out about. It's a normal body occurrence to be up and down in weight all the time, okay? So I'm just going to go over all these points. Hopefully it won't take too long, but I'll get right into it. Okay, first, morning versus night. You're going to be the lightest in the morning because you've just fasted as you've slept for, say, 8 hours, or you may have not eaten for 10 hours. You will get up during the night and you will pee all night and you will be lighter in the morning. You might sweat all night. You might breathe out fluids all night. You will be lighter in the morning. It's not possible to be heavier in the morning unless you woke up and were sleep zombie eating or something crazy, okay? So first to get that out of the way. Now, how much is normal? I get clients who'll say, geez, I lost 3 pounds overnight. 3 pounds, what's going on? I never lose only 3 pounds overnight, ever, okay? Last night, I only lost 5.2 pounds overnight. So for me, it's normal to lose, say, 3 to 7 pounds overnight. When I'm dieting, 5 to 12 pounds is my normal range, okay? 12. So if you're losing 12 pounds overnight, that's still normal because you're probably drinking so much water, because when we're dieting, we tend to drink so much fluids. You go to bed, you're dieting, you're not eating a lot of carbs, you're not storing glycogen, and you pee overnight. It's awesome. You lose weight overnight. So don't stress. I don't care if you're up and down 9 pounds overnight. It doesn't matter. Don't even worry about it. It doesn't matter what you weigh at night. What you weigh at night depends on what you drank. If I drank this, that's 4 pounds. So if I go to bed and then if I drink this and go to bed and I write my coach and I say, oh man, I'm up 4 pounds. I get that all the time. You might have just drank 2 liters of water. Who cares? So don't tell me what you weighed before bed, okay? A lot of this is for my clients, but like it's for everybody in general. Don't care about what you weigh at night. I have clients that will literally stop drinking water because they're like, oh, my weight is up. I need my weight to be down. And they'll stop drinking water. It's like, we're not trying to dehydrate you to get your fake weight drop, okay? That's not what the goal is. So drink your normal amount of water. How much water should you drink? 2 to 10 liters a day, depending on the person. You can't say how much you should drink. You should drink enough so that you're peeing at least 5 times during the day, and you know, better to go for 8 or 10, but I can't say exactly. It depends if you sweat a lot, if you're whatever, okay? That's it. Okay, depending on what you eat or drink is going to depend a lot on how much you weigh. Now, if, for example, you eat a lot of pizza and ice cream, it doesn't mean you're going to be all of a sudden heavy the next day. So, 2 examples. I eat a 12-inch pizza and a 2-liter ice cream, and the other option is I eat a shit ton of salad. I might be heavier eating the salad the next day than the pizza and ice cream. Why? Because the pizza and ice cream doesn't like weigh a lot, but the salad might weigh a lot. I might have like this huge salad, lots of vegetables and fiber, drink this to go down with it, and I gain 8 pounds before bed. I eat the pizza and ice cream, I gain 3 pounds before bed. And then I don't pee all the time during the night because maybe the fiber hasn't gone through my system yet. It doesn't matter. Just because you're heavier after eating salad doesn't mean you got fat eating salad. And just because you didn't gain weight the day after you eat a 16-inch pizza doesn't mean you didn't get fatter eating the 16-inch pizza. So forget that too. So you can't just go by any given day what you weigh and deciding your self-worth based on what does the number say. You get it all the time. It's like, oh my goodness, I weigh 150 pounds yesterday. Now I'm 151. I screwed up my diet. I don't know what's going on. Oh my God. Meanwhile, maybe you just drank some extra water. Maybe you got up earlier and you haven't peed enough yet. Maybe you haven't pooped. Just relax, okay? How I do my tracking is I go by median weight. Median is the middle number of the week. So if you weighed yourself 7 days during the week, you might have had 3 really light days and 3 really heavy days, and then you're left with that one middle day. So maybe I weighed 200 on 3 days. Maybe I weighed 208 on 3 days, and I was 204 in the middle. So my weight's 204 because it gets rid of those weird light days where you probably were dehydrated. You didn't drink enough of this water. You woke up and you're all dehydrated. You're like, oh, yay, I lost all this weight. But meanwhile, you're just dehydrated. Or maybe you went for a 5-hour bike ride the other day and you sweat like 20 pounds out and you're like completely dehydrated. Or maybe you got drunk loaded on the weekend and you woke up the next day and you're dehydrated and you're lighter. It doesn't mean you lost weight. It's just water, okay? So forget about that. Keto. If you're on a keto diet, your weight is going to be lower automatically because your keto diet has no carbs. Carb stores glycogen. Every gram of carb you store stores 3 grams of water with it, just about that. So if you're storing a pound of carbs, you're going to have 3 pounds of water in the muscle, but it's still weight. So when you step on your scale, you're going to be up 4 pounds from not being on keto. So if you're on keto for a long time, then you add carbs, boom, you're going to gain a ton of weight. You didn't get fat, you gained glycogen. It's water. Don't, like, relax. Doesn't matter, okay? So regardless of what the diet is, you just know that you're in for this, okay? Depending on the carbohydrate stores in your body, your weight will be up or down, okay? So if you eat a lot of carbs, you're going to store more water, your weight's going to be higher. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you gain fat. That's why we take the median. We average it out. And I just found this. This is from 1998. I don't know if you can see it proper, but basically, I have my weights recorded all the time. I've been doing this for 20 years or more. I mean, I found this lightest day of the week, heaviest, and my median. And I could track each week if my median was going down. So on this, 20 years ago, 9 weeks out, 166, 1 week out, 162. And then I competed at lightweight, which is 154. So I did my peak week, lost my water, went on stage, might have won, I don't remember, okay? So anyway, so that's why I do median weight. I track the median, which is the middle number, okay? I don't care about once a week weighing. If I weigh you every Friday, you might just, I'm not going to drink this on the day before the weigh-in, and then I'll be light in the morning, I'll send it to my coach, and he'll think I lost weight. It helps nothing. Once a week weighing is meaningless. Median at least gives you the average. Okay, different things affect your weight. Flying, if you're retaining water. The heat, so it's plus 40 outside all day, and you just sweat like crazy and you're lighter. It doesn't mean you lost weight. And if it's colder the next day and you didn't sweat and you gained 5 pounds, doesn't mean you gained fat either. Relax, okay? You exercise a shit ton. So you went for a 3-hour ride. You went and walked your dog for 4 hours. You're going to lose a ton of weight from sweating. Even if you didn't sweat, you might not feel sweating, but it's happening without even realizing it. So relax. Okay? Keyword here is relax. Okay, next point. You're losing on average 0.1 to 0.3 pounds per day. 0.1, not half, not 1, 0.1. So like a typical diet person, you know, average out men and women, some are big and small, 0.2 pounds a day. That's good. 0.2, decimal 2, 1/5 of a pound, okay? So you can't expect every day to get up on the scale and be like, okay, I was 178 today. I better be 170 or 169.9. And then you say, oh man, I'm 169.6. I lost too much. No, that's too accurate. It's too exact. It doesn't work like that. You're losing the 0.1 or 0.2 fat, but your water hydration levels are up and down 5 pounds easy. So you can't monitor exact daily fat that you've been losing. But that's how much is happening. And just to think of it, per hour, that means you're only losing like a gram or 2 of fat an hour. Like it's almost nothing. You might lose 10 or 20 calories per hour. You might lose less. You might gain some during some hours of the day. You might lose a lot during like your cardio session. But on average, that's a small amount. And just think, a pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So 500 calorie deficit needed a day to lose a pound, okay? So it's small, tiny occurrences, so you can't track all this stuff. And even with body fat testing, I test people's body fat and pinch it. You can't come one day and then the next day come in and be like, oh, I did a lot of cardio today, so yeah, I'm definitely down. It's like, it's so small of a change that you can't see like 0.1 millimeters of change on a skinfold test. You need a time. So that's why a weekly median, where you cross out some of these highs, cross out some of these lows, pick the median, and it's a more true representation of an average kind of like pattern of weight loss. Like over the week, it's going up and down, kind of like the stock market. Over the 100 years of the stock market, it always is going up, but it's never always going up. Every day it's up and down and up and down, but it trends from way down here to way up there if you stick with it over 10 years. Same with weight loss. You trend downwards is the main thing. Now this happens all the time, so I'll put this out there. You lose a lot one week and you don't lose any the next week. And you're like, well, I did the same thing as last week. Why? Okay, so you're 150 pounds and you lose 3 pounds in a week. That's a lot. That's huge. That's 2% of your weight. That's like twice the speed of what I would generally expect. Okay, 0.5% to 1% is like, that's that awesome amount to lose for long-term healthy weight loss management without losing muscle and not killing yourself. Okay, so if you're losing 3 pounds per week, that's like freaky awesome genetics. You're just really killing it. So you lose 3 pounds one week, the next week you lose 0. And then you write me and say, I lost 3 pounds last week and this week I lost 0. What's going on? I did all my cardio. I ate the meals. What's going on? It must be some supplement or blah. They freak out. I'm telling you. 1 week, you probably were more dehydrated last week. Let's be honest. You lost 3 pounds that week, and the week before you only lost 1. Why did you magically lose 3? Your metabolism didn't kick in. It didn't just magically kick in now. You know, oh yeah, it always does this. At 6 weeks out, I start losing a lot of fat. No, at 6 weeks out, you actually start following the diet. That's what's happening, people. Okay? Now, you lose 3 pounds, you were more dehydrated. And they're saying, yeah, but it's the median weight. Median doesn't mean exactly awesome all the time. You might have had a few extra really low days. If you did a lot of sweating on 1 week and you didn't drink this a few times that week, you had your weight extra down a couple times that week, then you know the median is going to be lighter than it generally should have been. Then the week after it's the same. Is that bad? You didn't lose any weight that week? No. You might have been dehydrated the first week. This week you're overhydrated. So you might have lost the same. So rather than look at each week, what I do is I look at, well, let's see the pattern over 2 weeks. You lost 3 pounds in 1 week. Boom. You lost none the next week. That's 3 pounds in 2 weeks. That equals 1.5 pounds per week. 1% of body weight. That's still awesome. What if they didn't lose any the next week? Well, that's still 3 pounds over 3 weeks. That's still pretty good, okay? Now, what about if it's none the next week? Okay, well, now we start looking and we see, all right, that weight's stable now. So if they were dehydrated and something weird happened, well, now we have a pattern and a trend of the weight staying the same for 3 straight weeks. So we know it's time to up this cardio, decrease the calories, or make a change because we're seeing that trend. So that's what you do as a coach. That's what you should do if you're tracking your own weight. It doesn't have to be down every single day. You can't be down that 0.1 or 0.2 every single day. But you want to see overall that it's going down. You see that pattern in the trend, okay? So normal to lose a little bit, not normal to lose 5 pounds in a week, okay? It's like if you lose 5 pounds in a week, you probably lost muscle or you're starving yourself, and then it's time to add calories. That's when the cheat wheel is literally, you know, supposed to happen. So if I had a client that loses 1 pound, 1 pound, 1 pound, 5 pounds, I'm like, okay, I see a 5 pound on your weekly median. That's not like 1 day. If you see that, you're like, well, are you just dehydrated that week? Is something weird going on? No, I eat the same and everything's the same. Okay, well, let's see. Maybe are you starving? Are you have no energy? And based on what they say, you could say, well, we need to add a cheat or not. Your muscles, how they look. And that's when you get into like the intricate science of what to do as an athlete, as a coach. But on average, you can't freak out over anything that happens daily. You need to look at it as a week, as a bit of a week, or as a month, as a total trend. Okay, so unless something major, drastic is happening over and over again, don't worry about I'm up or down 5 pounds in a day. Don't worry about what you weigh in the morning or at night. consider that what you're eating and what you're doing and your hydration levels. And just because you're gaining water doesn't mean you're not losing fat, okay? No relevance. So just cutting out water and looking skinny the next day and being like, wow, I woke up ripped, doesn't matter. You can take a diuretic and look leaner the next day because you don't have as much water in your body. It doesn't mean you lost any more fat. Diuretics don't make you lose fat. It's just water, okay? So I'll wrap it up there and stay tuned for the next one.